5. To get right back into this football game. Intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
319.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Correctly 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the ground, this is Michel. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers now to throw. Flexing his muscle at the 30. It's caught right side. It turns. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That's fine. Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Everson Griffin getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
This Defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
319.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the ground is Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,